name is Abigail and I am part of Group 16. Today my group members and I will be explaining the usefulness of biology and creating a PSA for prokaryotic cells. Because of COVID, we're having to do the video COVID style. But let's get started. Biology is important to know because in order to understand life, you must know about the physiology behaviors of what make up life. Taking modern biology will help others make sense into why things are the way they are. From understanding living organisms to learning the anatomy of the body, modern biology will always be a beneficial cause for understanding life in general.
To start understanding life more in depth, we can look at prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotes are unicellular organisms that do not have a nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. They are usually smaller than eukaryotic cells and have a simple structure. Prokaryotic cell features include the nucleoid, where the DNA is located, ribosomes to aid in protein synthesis, plasma membrane to separate the cell's interior from its environment, cytoplasm that houses cellular components, a cell wall for protection, and a capsule that allows the cell to attach to surfaces in its environment. Some prokaryotes also have flagella or pili. Flagella are used to move around, and pili are used to exchange genetic material.
Aside from size and lack of nucleus and membrane-bound organelles, there are several important differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. The first and foremost is DNA replication. Because prokaryotic cells are so much smaller and are less complex, they have a different way of replicating their DNA. Prokaryotic cells only have one point of origin, whereas eukaryotic cells have multiple points of origin. This also means that replication is a lot faster in prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells also have a faster growth rate. They're simpler than eukaryotic cells, and so they're able to grow at a much quicker rate. Finally, prokaryotes tend to be unicellular, which means they consist of one prokaryotic cell, as opposed to eukaryotes, which tend to be multicellular and form much more complex organisms.
I'm going to explain why prokaryotic cells are important, how they affect us, and some examples. So prokaryotic cells are important to life because they recycle nutrients through the decomposition of dead organisms, which allow their nutrients to be recycled. And these nutrients are what help plants grow, which source food for herbivores and then make their way down the food chain to us as humans. And some examples of prokaryotes are E. coli, which is a bacteria that lives in the intestines to keep you healthy. And another example of a prokaryote would be archaea, which is also unicellular and can be found in extreme environments like hot springs, but also in organisms like humans.
Hi, my name is Ellie. I'm going to explain the prokaryotic cell, starting with the cell wall. It is the mesh-like structure around it that provides it rigidity. Next, we have the capsule, which is the slime layer attached tightly to the bacterium. We have the pilus, which are the short fiber hair-like that help the cell attach to surfaces. We have the plasma membrane, which is the protective barrier around the cell. Next, we have the nucleoid, which contains all of the genetic material inside of the cell. We have the cytoplasms, which are full of a gel-like fluid, mostly enzymes, nutrients, wastes, gases, and cell structures. We have the ribosomes. Each prokaryotic cell has a few thousand ribosomes. They produce the proteins that work into the cytoplasm. Finally, we have the flagellum, which is the tail-like structure on the cell that helps cells move around. That is everything for Group 16's final project. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.